Hey there, guys. This is Chris Pace right here, and welcome to Blockchain Basics, where our only goal is that you do not fall asleep again like you probably did with the internet, and that with this blockchain revolution, you are able to become a blockchain entrepreneur. Now, what are we going to be talking about today? We're going to go back to basics. What is Bitcoin and why is it so important? So, take notes, and I really hope that you do pay attention to this. Bitcoin in a few words. Let's make it super easy and simple to understand. Bitcoin is a virtual currency that operates free from a centralized control by a government. What does this mean? That usually when we refer to the American dollar or the Mexican peso, those coins are what we refer to as fiat, F-I-A-T currencies. And Bitcoin was the first ever virtual currency that really scaled because it provided solutions and safety and avoided a lot of problems that other past digital currency has, right? So how can we easily understand what Bitcoin is? It's a virtual currency that operates free from a centralized control by a government. So the next question here is, Chris, if there's no government that actually controls it, how does it work? And it operates on top of something called blockchain technology. Blockchain technology, we'll explain in another video, but it's basically a way in which we can have databases or ledgers that are decentralized, meaning that they're not owned or stored by one single person, but they are owned and stored by sometimes hundreds of thousands of people around the world, that it is in their best interest for this database not to be replicated, not to be hacked, not to be altered. Now, continuing with this subject, Bitcoin was really the sum of technology that had been appearing in little parts since 1972. In 72, we had a couple of American cryptographers that invented cryptographic signatures. And then 10 years or then 3 years or 4 years, we started getting new technology that ended up all summing up and becoming what we today know as Bitcoin, right? So it's like a puzzle where its pieces got put together throughout the years. Now, Bitcoin was launched in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto. There's a lot of mystery around this because Satoshi Nakamoto is most probably a pseudonymous, a nickname for a person or a group of people that launched this coin. And nobody really knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is, but we'll do another video on that later on. And usually it's compared with gold, right? It's not bought with gold like I mistakenly put in these slides. It's compared with gold. So Bitcoin, even though a lot of people are pushing it for everyday use, where you can just buy things in the next door store with Bitcoin, what a lot of the smart investors are doing is using Bitcoin to store value. So you'll buy one Bitcoin, and there's a lot of very intelligent people doing projections where Bitcoin in the next 10, 15 years could go up in value anywhere between $1 million per Bitcoin to $8 million per Bitcoin. Please remember, this is not financial advice and that nobody can predict the future, even with math. It's all accurate guessing. Now, a couple of last things about Bitcoin that I find really interesting. Its origins are not the greed that we see in the crypto world right now, where everybody's trying to become rich. Its origins date back to a group of cryptographers that were driven by values of freedom, of autonomy, of collaborating, and a lot of different things. And these guys were called the cypherpunks. So you might want to Google a little bit more about the cypherpunks, and I'll do another video about it soon, right? And nobody knows what will happen in reality with Bitcoin, but it has had historical returns of 200% per year. And there are projections, as I mentioned, that calculate that one Bitcoin could go all the way up to $10 million in value. So let me know, what do you think? Do you think it's going to be that big? Are you still in that mode where you think Bitcoin is a fraud, it's a bubble? Let me know in the comments. My goal with these videos is to give you a little bit of basic information to catch up with this fast-paced ecosystem. And that's it. If you want to get more information on that, visit please blockchainentrepreneur.net, where we have a lot more information about that. My name's Chris Pace, and I'll see you on the next video.